And we will be.
You know.
I hang out with those gay guys that have that stylish square eye. He's the one to tell all my C's. He's the one to keep it real with me. I love him like he's mine. And that gay guy is my best friend. I love him like he's mine. And that gay guy is my best friend.
She's mine.
Best friend.
Feels like
I can.
she's mine.
Best friend.
Feels like
I can.
you know we do it. Put on them shows.
Gay guys have the stylish clothes.
Dressing her, keep her on her
We
toes.
see paparazzi, we strike a pose.
We lie. Hey everybody, welcome to the Red and Rouge Show, and I'm Lonnie B.
And I'm Vicky Gotti, aka Brad.
And this is our third episode of the Red and Rouge.
How do you feel about? I'm excited.
I'm excited too about the Red and Rouge Show.
Yes. Well, I just want to start off by saying thank you everybody for supporting me and Lonnie. You know, Chat with Lonnie is still there. Vicky Gotti's show is still here. So everything is perfectly fine. The Red and Rouge Show is more to come.
Right.
So we're giving y'all the third show. Let's just jump right into world news.
Right. Hold on, before we get into world news, and before we get into anything, you had a gig. You went. You had a ball. Yes, you did.
I didn't go to the gig.
What happened?
I went to New York. I just went to New York to party and just see my friends. My friends and my family. I went to Secrets. It was not. Actually, Secrets was not. I wasn't pleased with Secrets. I don't know. It wasn't really fun like that. It was fun to see my girls and hang out and drink and party. And if you didn't taste the new Ciroc Peach, you have to. Oh, you don't drink. I forgot you're a party pooper. Ciroc Peach is the
just because I don't drink doesn't mean I don't know how to party.
Well, Ciroc Peach is
and I don't smoke.
It is. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't do a gig. Shout out to Escalitas and Jack Ball and Julie James and I didn't even know. I didn't get no updates on this. I don't know what happened last night.
Oh, okay. So, but you will get your updates because you get your sources and stuff.
I'll get it probably later on today.
Okay. But also, before we get into our, world news and everything that's going on, also on Red and Rude, I wanted to, not on Red and Rude, my bad. I wanted to, address some of the comments and feedbacks that we got about our show.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of good comments and we got some comments that wasn't so good.
I mean, but that's, when you're in a business or any type of business like that, you're going to always get negative and you're going to get good. But I can actually say the Red and Rude got more positive.
Right.
So let's talk about some of the stuff that was said.
Well, I can talk about from people that actually view the show on my end. A lot of people from my channel was giving like they love it. They love you. They accept you. Vicky's hot. Vicky's this. Vicky's that.
Right.
So like they love you. They love what you bring to the table. They say our personalities match. You know what I'm saying? And actually, y'all, this is just who we are. This is natural. You know what I'm saying? We didn't prep or practice or anything like this. This is just us on camera conversating.
Right.
So they actually,
even though Lonnie is the more one who is more precise with his shit, and he makes me precise. So I could say that. But no, my feedback I got, my viewers and my people, some people say they don't like it because they just want the Vicky, they want this, they want that, they want the gossip this, they want the gossip that. But
they want you to stay one level. They want you to be in the ballroom scene and nowhere else, and don't spread your wings and don't go far.
I want to fly above like Candy. But that's my baby. So my baby is my Vicky Gotti show. My baby, so that's not gonna go nowhere. But at the end of the day, I want to just show another side. I'm more classy, grown and sexy, and talk about real life issues that's going on. That boom shit don't get you nowhere, but that's just for the night. It's cute, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to spread my wings and fly.
I actually like the ballroom scene, even though I'm not in the scene. But I get more life off of the commentator than I do the people that's actually walking the ballroom.
Really?
It's this one dude. His name is, it starts with S, I think.
Selvin?
Yes! I love the way that man commentates.
I love Selvin. So that's my personal grandmother. So shout out to Selvin.
Oh yeah, shout out to Selvin.
Yeah.
I love the way you commentate. You the shit.
Yeah.
You the shit.
Now, Lonnie, is there any more things that you want to go for your chest before we start?
No, that was it. That was all. But I really, really appreciate everybody for actually, liking our show and, keep watching us and standing by us. Because at the end of the day, the most important thing, regardless if you like it or you don't like it, is loyalty.
Right. Thank you. So, be loyal. I don't like people that's not loyal.
Right,
so, I want to talk about world news. So, you guys, I did my research. You know, first of all, Lonnie, give me your top 3 states that's highest with HIV, because this is something that's going on in our community, HIV. That's why I say people just practice safe sex all the time, because you don't know who have what. You know what I'm saying? You could be with your dude for 5 years. Yeah. Still use protection, you guys. So anyway, what's your top 3 states where HIV infected the most? Because I have the top 10. Just give me top
3. New York, Atlanta, and DC.
You was right about New York, and that's my home city. Oh my God! So speaking of something real quick, I was just at Asian this bar in New York, and everybody was hanging out, and it was fine, drinking, talking. So I'm thinking, when I looked at this research, I'm thinking like 5 people at that table was probably infected. Not saying that I'm just like thinking, but anyway. So number 1 slot is New York City.
Number 1 out of everything. Now what is this, top 10?
It's a top 10, and I thought you for some reason, I don't know. Everybody always say Atlanta, but no, Atlanta is. I'm going to tell you when that's coming up, but New York is actually number 1. Number 2 is California. Number 3 is Florida. Number 4 is Texas. New Jersey, number 5. Atlanta made number 6. Pennsylvania, number 7. Indianapolis, Shoptown, number 8. Maryland, number 9. And the last but not least, number 10 is Puerto Rico.
Oh, DC's not on their top 10?
No, DC's not up there. So I'm in the DMV area. No, I'm just saying. But
hold on now, you know. Another thing that, you know, feedback was that we laugh too much about serious topics. Now, I want to break this down because I laugh all the time, and I laugh a lot from not to cry. And the reason why I laugh because it's humor and it's also healing and laughter. But I don't laugh at situations. Sometimes I laugh at the person that's delivering the message. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a lot of funny things about yourself that make me laugh.
It's same with Lonnie. So when people say that we was laughing, I think it was a comment said about the last show about the bash, and I'm not laughing about people getting bashed. I'm not laughing at people having HIV. I have so many people that's close to me that got HIV. I'm not laughing at that. It's just like you said, the way I deliver it. And I'm just saying, I'm happy that I'm not in that. I feel like I'm not in that place. I don't have to be right. Even though I'm safe anywhere, wherever I'm at, what state. But I'm just saying, DMV area did not make the cut. Well, Maryland is DMV, right?
And I think it is because of the simple fact that everybody from DC is actually moving into Maryland. So, but Maryland is DMV. Because DMV stands for District of Columbia, Maryland, and Virginia.
I want to just speak something else for world news. So, India, let's talk about India. They have a prince there that just came out the closet. He was married, he got divorced, and then he came out. He actually was on Oprah show. I think he's been doing a lot of interviews on CNN. His name, I can't pronounce his name, Lonnie. Can you pronounce that for me?
Where?
India. I can't even pronounce
the Prince. G?
Yeah, Prince
Bandora. Prince Bandora, go Hill.
Yeah. So shout out to you, Prince. I mean, you can do a guest appearance on this show. Over. But anyway, back to HIV again. He just revealed that 2.4 million people are living with HIV in India, and he's trying to do something about it, and you know, preach about it, talk about it, you know. So that's kind of home in a country, like right? Because like that's hard.
Yeah, that's real hard. So. But one thing I want you guys to understand too is that just because you don't have it, a lot of you still take that risk by having unprotected sex. And I think that you should really, really evaluate yourself. Not to say that you don't trust the person that you with, but you just want to be careful. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of times that you think HIV has a face, it doesn't have a face. Because normal people that you see every day and you think might don't have it, actually have it. And I think in order for it to not increase as much as it is increasing, is you need to protect yourself. Seriously, everybody needs to protect yourself.
Rapper, and I just did not just did, but a couple of months ago I did a Lunchbox show. Shout out to that whole staff and Loon and all them over there. My whole time was saying, practice safe sex. So
you have to practice safe sex because, like I said earlier in the conversation, HIV doesn't wear a face. But anyway, on to other world news. A soccer player comes out. I love when people comes out. It's like a celebration. It's like a birthday. It's like a birthday when people come out. David Testo, he's a 30-year-old former MVP soccer player in an interview at CBC Radio in Canada. David Testo, who says, I'm gay, I did not choose. I I did not choose to be gay. I did not choose to be gay. He said it's a part of who I am. And it had nothing to do with the talent of a soccer player. Very true, David. Then he says, I really regret not having said it publicly because, earlier, not now. He said he really regret not saying it publicly earlier because he fought with it all his life and all his career. Now, this is something that was interesting that David said. He said, though the public was in the dark about his sexual orientation, he says his family, friends, and even teammates knew. He said even though the public was in the dark. Now my thing with that is, if your family, friends, and teammates, the ones that are close to you and love you, accept you, nobody else fucking matters. So I will come out with ringing bells. Like, once my mother, my father, my brother, my sister, and everybody that I have to live with and see every day, and you know what I'm saying, that we have like that genuine love for each other, once they accept it, I'll tell the world. I tell the world. And that's why I'm grateful to have my family, and that you have to have your family that just accepts everything you do and just love you and breathe you. But anyway, back to what you were saying, because Lonnie, you had made a comment like you were trying to say choose and choose. Back to the topic that and actually we got a lot of hits about that, and I didn't mean that like somebody said they're disappointed. Shout out to you. I love everybody because I like you for watching anyway. But don't get disappointed in what I said, because everybody have a opinion about everything, and my opinion is I still to this day I wasn't born gay. That's just how I feel about it. He's in denial. So please, no, why would I be in denial? I'm just not born gay. How can you not be born gay? Because let me tell you, I'm going to say this real quick, Lonnie. Like I said before, I was raised up around women all my life. When I was 10 years old, I was not looking at no boy thinking I want to have sex with him. I was with girls. When I got into a high school around 16, the gay people accepted me because everybody else was teasing me, but I still had girlfriends, and girlfriends used to question me like, well, is your boyfriend gay? And I was like, no, I never had sex with no man. I never had to go for that. The gay people embraced me. The gay people embraced me, and I just went with it. But it's something today or tomorrow I can say, you know what, I want to stop the lifestyle and have a wife and kids and have a family. It's not that. It's not, at the end of the day, you are. At the end of the day, lost identity when you was 10. No, but I'm saying, when you was 10, don't say you was born gay because I wasn't having sex. Listen, some of us mature quicker than others. When you was 10, your maturity didn't kick in yet, so your feelings wasn't revolved. Well, but listen, when you was 10, you was thinking about other things. You playing, other things. The gay people, first of all, I got maturity. At 16 viewers, I got into the lifestyle. I got into fashion, what I love and adore. I was into grafting, boosting. I got caught up in I liked the party life. I liked the drugs. I was just having a blast, gay shit, and I just ended up got turned out by somebody that I liked it. You didn't get turned out. How you gonna tell my story? That's my story. Vicky, you didn't get turned out. So that's your story, but you didn't get turned out. You got introduced until who you really was. In Atlanta for Gay Pride, I had sex with a girl around Atlanta time. She was a dyke. And when I tell you I enjoyed Did you do it for your comfort? I enjoyed the pussy so much that I got so wrapped up and I got sprung. I could go to that. Vicky, it's the lifestyle that's kind of hard for me because I like the lifestyle. But that's what it is. I like the lifestyle. Because you can have the same lifestyle in the straight world. So it don't have nothing about who wants to get teased. You were born gay. I wasn't born gay. So don't say that. You cannot. I wasn't born gay. Who cares about getting teased nowadays? You can be handicapped and get teased. You can be blind. Yeah, but you can be crippled and get teased. It has nothing. You're making excuses for who you really are. You were born gay. Words can hurt you more than getting hit or anything. Words can hurt you, so that hurt me when people were saying, why he walk like that, why he talk like that, why, it's who I am now, but don't say I was born gay because I wasn't born gay. You don't just develop into being gay. And then at one time, gay was a new trend. Everybody wanted to be gay. But it wasn't a trend. At one time. It wasn't. Gay is not a trend. But can we just move on? Because we disagree and agree. Because you was born gay, don't make it seem like I was born gay. It's not. It's just I can admit that I was born gay. If I was born gay, I wouldn't admit so, but I wasn't born gay. You don't just become gay, young. You really don't. You just don't become gay. You don't become gay. And that's older people who see younger people that's feminine or just have certain ways. We can clock that they're going to be gay. And they're just like how you was. I ain't gay. I got a girlfriend. I ain't got a girlfriend. Yeah, you might have a girlfriend because you're trying to use that as to protect your, just like you said, because just protect your feelings because you don't want them to get hurt, for people to call you names. You just basically told me your story. You had to do those things because you was afraid to be called names. But on the inside, you were gay.
We can move right along.
Yeah,
it's not gonna get. It's not gonna get. And comment again
on the same topic. Okay, here we go. Moving on to entertainment. Let's talk about rapper Fat Joe, who actually, yes, he blasts. Look what he says. Listen, rapper Fat Joe says there are powerful gays running hip hop. He said, and it will be a better world if they came out running hip hop music.
I agree.
Hip hop music. Now, he said this on B-Lab TV. Now, Fat Joe, who is 41 years old, he says Lady Gaga found success by embracing the LGBT rights. And she says gay people are everywhere, especially in the music industry. And one thing that he said that was so interesting to me, he said he probably did a song with the gay rapper who was in the closet.
That was deep in the set, because that means
he knows somebody tea.
You know, he's just not spilling their tea. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to just say something about Lady Gaga. Do you think that was all a gimmick, her little gay stuff? Or do you think that's who she really is?
Yeah, I think that's who she really is. I think that's who she really is. Because the reason why, because she gave up. I think she actually correct. I don't know. I don't really know the story on this. I got to research into it. But she was a spokesperson for Target, and she dropped out of the campaign because Target started supporting someone that was against gay people. So I really think
the store. I used to work for Target too.
Yeah, I really think she is for her people. Seriously.
Because you know people do use the gay people for a scapegoat. So I don't know. But shout out to Lady Gaga.
Shout out to Lady.
Now I want to get into some entertainment NFL plays. Are you a football head? Are you a footballista? No, I'm not really a footballista either. I'm a basketballista. But I want to just jump right into Roy Simmons. Now Roy Simmons was a linebacker for the New York Giants. And then went to Washington Redskins during Super Bowl 1984. In 1992, he was in the Super Bowl 1984. Then he came out in 1992 out the closet in his bio talking about drug addiction, prostitution. And around 1997, he learned he was HIV positive. And this is Roy Simmons, you guys. So he was the first in NFL history to ever come out. Do you think a lot of NFL players, because I have two more, but I'm going to talk about that a little later on. It was only 3 in the whole, the world. I know it's so many more gay people than that in the NFL. How do you feel about that?
I feel as though, again, I just think people will have better lives if they live and be who they really are. Like, how can you shelter who you are? How can you hide who you really are? I understand it's hard, and you need to get around people that can motivate and accept you for who you are.
Right. And I think back then, too, it was sad to see him go, you know. But back then, 1997, I think it was still, they were still trying to find cure. Even though they don't have cure now, but they have better medicine now. So he died so young with that virus, HIV. Then he said prostitution, then he did the drugs, and so I just, I send my blessings out to Roy Simmons. I know it's old, but people who didn't know, because I never knew. I never knew, so.
Right, so tell us who the actually gay people was in the NFL, the 3 opening game.
The 3 was David Kopay, an NFL player. He just came out recently in 2002. And he had an affair with Jerry Smith, who played for the Washington Redskins as well. And then in 2002, he did an HBO Real Sports, David Kopay, talked about his whole life, his story about being gay. Then recently he was arrested for domestic violence in June 2010 in North Oaks, Minnesota. He was released on 2,000 bail with a court date set for August. He assaulted his current lover, which was a man, and he said the media took this story, remembered it, and overblown it. So I'm going to follow up on this story because I want to know more. What happened in August? This is in August, so I want to know. But that's it with the NFL players. I know it's more out there. Y'all might just come out.
Right.
Just come out and get it over with.
Punt. Come on out.
Come out.
I think you do. Let's skip down to Hanging on the Town. Do you have anything with Hanging on the Town?
Well, like I said last time, we talked about DC, DMV area, so let's talk about New York. We have a spot hanging out in the town of New York City. Like I said, You can check out Esquilitas. That's every Thursday night. Puerto Rican, blacks, everybody's there. It's a cute club. They play all type of music, house music, hip hop, reggae, everything. That's a good spot, and that's on 39th Street. I don't know. It's like 39th Street, somewhere around there. Yeah, it's called Club Esquilitas.
Right. Now let's go into our mail, you guys. Let's get into our mail. Let's see who wrote us today.
Mail time.
Mail time. Okay, actually this person didn't, this is an unknown person, but this person want to know, how do you know if you are bi, gay, or straight if you never had sex?
Lonnie, you want to answer that first?
I really do. I really do. I don't think no question is a dumb, I don't think no question is a dumb question. I think the dumbest question is one that's not asked at all. But I want to answer this because how can you read? Hold on, get the question again. I'm sorry.
How do you know when you're bi, straight? You never had basic. Yeah. How do you know if you are bi, gay, or straight if you never had sex?
Okay. First of all, action don't determine how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Action don't determine how you feel. It's about the feeling. It's what you feel. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm doing it to somebody don't mean I love them. It's about what I feel. Just because I'm doing it to somebody don't mean I'm a slut. I mean, you can't label somebody off of their actions. You got to label them off of how they feel. You know what I'm saying? If I feel that I'm gay, if I feel in my heart that I'm gay because it's a feeling that I have. Kind of sort of like what you have. It's a feeling that I have.
So how do you know if you're bi?
It's a feeling. Everything is a feeling. You know what I'm saying? You feel what you feel. Your feelings direct your cravings. You know what I'm saying? In order for me to want something, I have to feel it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if I say I love you, I have to feel like I love you. I can't just say it. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people don't understand, love and shit, because they just say it and there's no feeling behind it.
Right. They just want to say it to sound cute.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's my take on it.
Honestly, I agree with Lonnie on this one.
On this one,
I honestly agree with Lonnie. I really don't have too much to say about it, but I feel like, yeah, what you said, I agree with what you said. We got one more question.
Let's do one more. You want to do one more? Because one of the viewers said that we need to do more than one.
Yes, I just thought about that in my head. Gotta give the viewers what they want.
Did we do this one before? Are there more hookup sites or places for men or women? James from New York City.
I think we did this one already, so I want to say men. I think it's more stuff for men to do.
It is. I think it is more for men.
I think it's more stuff for men for some reason. I don't know. But I mean,
is it because men are nastier?
Probably. Don't have it. Yeah, men are more putting. What is the word I want to say?
What? I don't know.
Push the feet off me, Lonnie. These are words I want to say. Yeah, but men.
Those feet off you, not reaching.
I feel like men are more.
Yeah.
Just because.
They nasty.
Yeah. I don't want to say nasty, but
you're nasty, ain't you?
No, I'm not nasty.
At times.
No, I mean.
Or is it who you with?
In a relationship, I'm nasty to my lover.
Makes you nasty.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah. So yes, it's more, I would say James from NYC is more stuff for men.
Right.
And I think that's our time.
That's our time. So please make sure that you like this video. Make sure you comment under this video. Subscribe to Chat with Lonnie channel and my homeboy Vicky Guy. Vicky Guy. Make sure anytime y'all see our names, it's gonna be out on the flyer or the event. Come out and support us, shut down and give us a hug and get to know us. All right. See you next time. Goddamn, just one more time. I'm always on some late queen.